Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl, Becky D, live in the morning, 7 days a week, 7 a.m., like clockwork, y'all. Um, Today is Turn Up Tuesday. Okay, tune in, turn up. I want to say turn up today um, because there's a lot to celebrate. First of all, I would like to apologize. When I did my podcast yesterday, I did not realize there were tornadoes going through the country. So that is my apologies. I woke up, did my podcast, and um, laid back in bed and went to sleep. And when I finally got on social media later that morning, I noticed people were saying about tornadoes touching down, and Seneca looked like they got a lot of damage done to their area, as well as a few other areas had some trees down. And I think it was further down south, they had like a lot of wipeouts in a lot of communities. So my prayers and thoughts are with those communities. But I did not know, okay? I did not know. And while people have been affected, okay, by this, they can't let it take control of their lives. Okay, there's been a shift in the paradigm of what they have to do on the daily basis now. In the midst of everything, there is something now added to the chaos. So see it as a way for your strengths to come out. If your strength is those of home building, maybe you can run down there and help them rebuild. Or if yours is a healthcare, maybe you have some free time, you want to give aid to those who may be damaged in the from the tornadoes. If you are a giver, maybe you have an extra set aside to give to the foundations that will be pouring back into these communities. So now is the way to do that. So now is the way to turn up and let's go. Okay. There's more than just us in the world. There's people out there who genuinely need us, who need to be helped by us, who need guidance from us. And we have to be readily available. So I did want to make sure that I apologize for my not being aware, but I also want to celebrate. Maybe you follow me on Snapchat, maybe you don't. But when I did find out, I posted on Snapchat that I was clueless and that I didn't hear anything or any high winds at all. When I fell asleep, I was up until I was up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I had like about 4.5 hours of sleep before I woke up and did my podcast. So I didn't hear anything in that sleep period. So I must have been in REM sleep. But my headboard is like flush against my window. So I was very grateful that I was spared glass being pushed into my face or any trees coming in, because there are trees right here in through the window. So I celebrate today that I was spared any damage, harm, or fatality. So I'm very grateful. And for those who have been affected, I do hope that the only thing you lost was a building, and that can be restored, and your hope and your dreams and your beliefs are still intact. So don't let that get you down. Now on yesterday, I did give you some homework on getting ready to answer a question. If you were to go today, would you be proud of your story? And I've had some time to evaluate my story and look it over, and I'm not quite ready yet. I don't think I would be 100% proud of the story that I'm leaving. There's some things that I still have on the table that I need to get finished before I can say I'm 100% content. And so I hope you found your answer and that you have discovered the strength in your story as well. I definitely realized that during that time I was actually doing some work for my multiple businesses, and I had a miniature photo shoot, something that's good, that gets you acting silly and goofy. I didn't use any of my professional cameras. I went old school. I used my phone and my light that I had, that everybody can use, because I'm trying to show people that you don't have to be a professional at something to be able to do something. And so I had many outfits on, and I just took some pictures and made sure I didn't get the outfits dirty so I could hang them back up. Less laundry. And I found a reason to smile again. I found a reason to be happy again. I reclaimed my joy. And so today on Tuesday, I know I did that on a Monday, but on Tuesday today, you should probably look into doing something like that. Have a photo shoot with yourself or shoot a music video. Those little TikTok things, they onto something. Just go have some fun while you turning up, okay? The turn up is real today. The turn up is real because the strength that we have can be transformed into something else in our life, okay? So I have the gift of gab. Didn't realize it growing up. In fact, I didn't like talking too much growing up. But you could catch me talking to myself all the time. Then as the years went on, I developed this thing where I became comfortable talking. I took public speaking in college, and that's when I found the knack for it. And then I had several public speaking opportunities. I introduced a lot of speakers, and I spoke to a fifth grade promotion at my old elementary school, and then I went on and I emceed an event, and from there I just found it. I was like, man, I really like this thing. And while I made mistakes, I was still loving it. I felt bad, but the show must go on. I had a Steve Harvey moment, and it was all good, because everybody was forgiving and loving. And so when I decided to take my platform to a podcast and to my YouTube videos, I found a way to take all my strengths and put them into one, which is similar to my brand and to my YouTube videos. So I took my strengths, while all separate and individual, you come and put them together and you create the world's best atomic bomb, because it's about to go off in ways that the world never seen before. So it's I hope I can say that on that and not get flagged. That was just an analogy, not an actual thing. I know nothing about an atomic bomb. All right. But I mean, now y'all, media is so sensitive. You gotta clear every path that you got. Just saying. So on this Tuesday, we need to identify our different strengths. What are we good at? Okay. And take each one and say, what do I get when I put them together? Something that I completely enjoy doing. What do I get? And do I like it? In fact, do I love it? And you make that decision whether or not you are going to be content with what you have and what you come up with. And if not, guess what? You can rework them. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. The pieces may not fit that way. It may not create a picture, but you take them and you move them around and then you get it. A Rubik's Cube, you get one side, but the other side still mix match, and you keep going and you keep working it. And eventually you have all 6 sides matching. This thing called life is not a one-way street. It has many different roads and turns and hills and valleys and creeks and lakes and oceans, and we have to find our path to get to our destination. What I do may not work for you, what you do may not work for me, but what I am here to do is provide you with tips, encouragement, motivation, acknowledgement of what you're doing, because some people don't even get that every day, as well as love. So I'm here to provide all of these things for you, because I know it's tough out there. I know it's hard. I know it's discouraging. I know you have a lot of negativity in your life, and I know that it's just all coming at you one after another, and it's just piling up like bricks on just and on and on and on. And sometimes there has to just be a hard stop to it. So I'm here to throw the cart in a hard park so we can stop and enjoy the sunset, be mesmerized by the sunrise, take in the natural beauty of the trees, the flowers, the birds, the bees, the cats, the dogs, the dolphins, the starfish, whatever the case may be, and take it in, all the natural beauty that's around us, and let us appreciate that they do not envy one another, but they help each other grow and become better. That's what they do. We can learn something from nature. Okay? A bee does not simply just go and destroy a flower. A bee pollinates it. And that flower is, accepting it and is giving something back to the bee. And then the bee is going and is toting it. It has a life cycle. But as humans, what do? We go on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and TikTok and all these other, Twitter and all that stuff, especially our president, and get on there and he pushes a few buttons and it says, "Hey, I hate your face." Or you get on and you see somebody doing good. It's like, man, wow, you up there with the big dogs. I don't like you. But you don't know why you don't like them. You don't know why you make mean comments to them. You just do it. How dare you discourage somebody else or compare yourself or envy somebody else? You don't even know what they're going through. Some of these people, the way they got the fame, I would never want to go that direction. I would never want to do what they did. Do I respect them? Yes, I respect their growth. I respect their process. I respect where they're at. But I'm not saying that's where I want to be. I'm not saying that's how I want to go about it. I'm not saying that's where I need to be. Okay? You ever heard of a thing? I know a lot of places do it. I'm not sure if it does it anywhere. Hometown heroes. I think those are important because it reminds you that a hero does not wear a cape. A hero does not wear spandex. A hero does not have to have on a mask. A hero is in your life every single day. And so I appreciate those towns and cities that do the hometown heroes. That lets the kids know that a hero is not just a comic book character, but a hero is an everyday person like mom and dad that goes out and save lives or help people or do things in the community without looking for reward. Those are the real heroes. As much of a Captain American fan that I am willing to say that Captain American is my fictional hero. But my real life hero are the ones out there who's breaking their backs every day to make a change in this world, to make sure that we have what we need to succeed in life. So as you can tell on this Tuesday, I'm already turned up and I'm tuned in. But I definitely want to go ahead and put out there that tomorrow's episode will be just a tad bit longer. I have a special guest that does not disappoint. One, because I'm goofy. Two, because he is too. But three, because we love each other for a very long time and we are the best of family. So make sure you tune in tomorrow, 7 a.m. again, y'all. I love you all from the deep depths of my heart and all across my soul. I do hope you all have a great Tuesday. Make sure you turn up, get your strengths together, work them, see what you get. If you don't like it, rework them again, all right? My name is Becky D with Becky D in the Morning, and I'll talk to you all tomorrow morning with my special guest.